You should see me in a crowd. I'm gonna run, there's nothing to help. Watch me make a bow, one bite, one bite, one bite, one bite. You should see me in a crowd. Your silence is my favorite sound. Watch me make a bow, one bite, one bite, one bite, one bite, one. Count my cards, watch them fall.
Our action today comes from the Allianz Arena here in Munich. Bayern Munich against Borussia Dortmund. I'm Martin Tyler, Alan Smith. We're both privileged, I think, to be at this game because the tempo of the football between these two is hard to keep up as commentators.
No, it's breathtaking. It has been in the past anyway, and I don't think it'll be any different today. We're set for a classic, I think.
Have a look at these two. Robert Lewandowski against Marco Reus. What do you think, Alan?
Two great goal scorers, two lads that never need asking twice. Quite often one-touch finishes, really special they are.
Bayern Munich's line-up. Manuel Neuer starts in goal. Serge Gnabry plays with Kingsley Coman as the wide options. Robert Lewandowski is the main striker today. This is the Borussia Dortmund line-up. I think that back four is really important for them. They've got to be strong and solid, but they've got a bit of protection, haven't they?
They have. They should have more than enough. I mean, they're all good defenders in their own rights, but in front of them, they've got players who are going to be working really hard. Whether they could be a threat on the front foot, we'll wait and see.
Here comes the support. Thomas Müller. Gnabry. It's Kimmich. On to Müller. Nice bit of interplay between these two. Javi Martinez. Müller. Can whip it in now. Crossed in towards Coman. I think the opposition looked as though they believed they'd get through them, but they haven't, and now they can get on the ball and play. Delaney. Sancho. Good screening, guiding it through. Just read the intentions of the opposition there to make the interception. Javi Martinez. Thiago. Coman. David Alaba. Some options now for the pass. Taking on the defenders. Still going, fine run this. It's looking good, this move. Looking for teammates in the middle. Oh, the header looked in for all the world. The goalkeeper somehow was able to keep it from crossing the line.
Well, he can't believe it. The striker, it's head in hands for him. But the goalkeeper, no wonder he's getting pats on the back.
Good defensive clearance there. Müller. Sancho. He's got some strength, hasn't he, to shield the ball like that. Opportunity in a wider area. There's a good cross of the ball, Lucas Piszczek. And they get it away. And there is some backup for him in this position. And here's the shot.
That's an easy stop by Manuel Neuer.
Trying a bit too hard, trying to force the pass, and it went straight to an opponent. They're looking good when they get the ball out wide, as they've done here. Played away, well away from goal. That will be a corner. In by Guerrero. Cleared away by the defender. Here's Kingsley Coman. Test of his control now. Robert Lewandowski. Now Lewandowski just drifting outside the opposition. Bayern Munich don't get the domestic opposition that, say, Premier League teams do in trying to win titles. I just wonder whether they would benefit if somehow there was more.
Good point, because it is difficult to, raise your game by a couple of notches, which they might have to do from the weekend to the midweek. But having said that, they've done pretty well in the last few years in Europe.
Well, he's got support here. Borussia Dortmund back in possession. Julian Weigl. Piszczek. Saw the pass coming and got there first. Threading it through. Royce. Well, the cross has gone behind. It's a poor effort. It's a very good interception. Lewandowski. Müller. Patience is the name of the game at the moment. Return pass. Lewandowski, the target in the middle. And that's no trouble at all for Roman Burki. Under some pressure, he shielded it well. Thiago. Javi Martinez. They want to get out of this position where they're just defending their own penalty area. Lewandowski! Well, they set up to defend Alan, but they conceded after all.
Yeah, you can say that they invited that pressure, that the goal was coming. And now, really, they've got to change their attitude, haven't they? A goal from Lewandowski. And caution went out the window there when he threw his leg at it. It's flowed into the top right first time.
And here is another angle on that goal. Witsel. Julian Weigl. Royce. Delaney. Now Guerrero. Royce. Delaney. Nice return pass. Rafael Guerrero. Shots on here. The defenders managed to drive with some power but off target.
Yeah, unlucky. Didn't quite get set for that one.
Sancho. Royce. There's good progress with this attack. Mario Götze. It's back to equal terms with Dortmund getting the equaliser.
Well, what an intriguing contest now.
Well, it is really game on in this match with this equaliser. Well, they want to see this again, this goal. It is level. Both sides have scored here now. Süle. Robert Lewandowski. Here's Kingsley Coman. Müller. Lewandowski. Coman. Javi Martinez. The shot gets blocked. Throw in for Bayern Munich. Here's Kingsley Coman. Coman. Oh, he's cut that out well read. Germany's Clasico living up to the billing, really. Bayern Munich and Borussia Dortmund putting on a terrific display with half-time approaching, and it's still level.
Yeah, there's been some high-quality stuff out there. And I just wonder whether we will see a winner.
In behind the defenders. He's in. Well-rehearsed flick. Coman! Threw everything behind that shot and frustrated that it wasn't quite on target.
Well, if he keeps getting in those kind of areas, I'm sure he'll score pretty soon.
Julian Weigl. Piszczek. Weigl. Mario Götze. I like the look of this attack. Cleared away by the defender. Now Gnabry. Müller. Threads it through. Real chance. Target was Coman. Cleared away, well away from goal. Well, they've gone and won the ball in the middle of the field with some high-pressure play. It's really passive play at the moment by the defending team. Coman. Short passes, but they're keeping the ball. And this is a good opportunity to put the ball into the penalty area now. Javi Martinez. Müller. Kept to counter the passes here, but there are plenty of them for Bayern Munich. Shot up! Tried to get the right contact there, but couldn't quite manage it.
Yeah, he's ended up looking a little bit silly, but you don't try those things, you're never going to succeed, are you?
Axel Witsel. Well, then it goes. Wonderful technique to volley that in.
Well, some players can master that, others struggle, but this lad, well, his technique is perfect.
What a wonderful volley.
It's a wonderful ability to have, isn't it, to connect so sweetly. It's all about timing that volley.
Well, it's a goal worth replaying over and over again, isn't it? It's Bayern Munich who are now losing. Thomas Müller. Hummels. Thiago. Just wonder what's going to happen here for Bayern, whether there'll be some changes at half-time. but we do know that they can do much better than this. And that will worry the opposition, though they're leading at the moment.
Very straightforward piece of goalkeeping as he catches the cross.
Thiago. Oh man, little private game between the two of them. Oh man, I think the cross is on.
Abri.
Well, that's gone back to the goalkeeper. Javi Martinez.
Muller. Abri. Muller.
Lewandowski.
Lewandowski. It's Kimmich.
That's out of danger there with that clearance. Sancho.
Always thoughtful, Thiago, always positive.
Yeah, such a clever player with the ball, Martin.
Couldn't quite find the gap that he thought he saw.
And it's going to be a minimum of 3 minutes to be played of added time. Thomas Müller. David Alaba.
Well, he was in the right place at the right time to cut it out.
Plenty of width for the team to attack into. You could see what he was trying to do, with the defender in the way. This turnover could be costly against a side that can break like this.
Müller. Serge Gnabry.
Out wide for Bayern Munich.
Now Gnabry.
Oh man, pass threaded through.
Half-time now, and 2-1 is the score at the break. Well, that first half from Robert Lewandowski, a verdict on it from Alan Smith.
Got himself a goal, but he does need a little bit of a helping hand.
I think they want to get out of this position where they're just defending their own penalty area, really.
Lewandowski!
Well, they set up to defend Alan, but they've conceded after all.
Yeah, you can say that they invited that pressure, that the goal was coming.
Shots on here.
The defenders managed. It's a drive with some power, but off target.
Yeah, unlucky, didn't quite get set for that one.
Mario Götze.
Rafael Guerrero! He's in! Well-rehearsed flick. Coman! Threw everything behind that shot and frustrated that it wasn't quite on target.
Well, if he keeps getting in those kind of areas, I'm sure he'll score.
Haven't kept account of the passes here, but there are plenty of them for Bayern Munich.
Shots on!
Tried to get the right contact there, but couldn't quite manage it.
Yeah, he's ended up looking a little bit silly, but if you don't try those things, you're never going to see.
Well, then it goes. Wonderful technique to volley that in.
Well, some players can master that, others struggle, but this lad, well, his technique is perfect.
It's the start now of the second half.
Just couldn't hold on to the ball there, Dortmund.
Lewandowski.
An incisive pass. Now this is an interesting attack. Thiago.
Robert Lewandowski.
Gnabry. With Thiago again. Robert Lewandowski! He just lives and breathes scoring goals. Robert Lewandowski!
Oh, I love watching the big Pole in action. There aren't many that can touch him for his overall game, and He's finishing there, second to none.
Goalkeeper is annoyed with himself because he did get a piece of it.
Not quite enough. I mean, it was half a hand, wasn't it? But it was well struck and too fierce for him.
Brilliant entertainment. The scores are level again. Very tight affair here.
Delaney. Rafael Guerrero.
Threads it through.
And that ball belongs to the goalkeeper. Signal given for Bayern Munich, it's their throw. Hummels. Javi Martinez. Thomas Müller. Joshua Kimmich. Thiago. This is an exercise in patience as they try to get an opening.
Müller just making sure that each pass is successful. When they'll see a chance for a forward pass, they'll flick a switch.
Thiago. Müller.
Could be a chance here. They've got the ball into a good area.
Javi Martinez.
Müller. Chance for the cross.
Joshua Kimmich. On to Müller. Thomas Müller. Gnabry. Chance to put it in the box from here. In quickly.
Well, this could be dangerous in a wide position.
Time to get the ball in.
Delivered into the box.
Great header, great goal!
A brilliant header, and no one knows it more than the scorer himself. He's absolutely thrilled.
Oh, it's fantastic timing. He gets up early. And what an emphatic finish.
The goal then for Borussia Dortmund.
Well, it's come in from a long way out, and from that angle, it's not always easy to finish.
Defenders caught out by it in the end. Another angle on it here. Just to confirm it for you, Bayern Munich are trailing. Hummels. Thiago. Cut out the pass.
Done well under pressure here to hold the ball as the challenge came in.
They spread it out wide here. Chance to get some width into this attack.
Defended well.
Thiago. Royce.
He's in. Delaney. It's opened up.
Great work by the goalkeeper. Great hands.
Well, if that had gone in just a second ago, I think that would have been game over. The keeper's kept them in it.
Javi Martinez. We've had an hour gone here, and there's still 30 minutes left.
Well, there's one for him to chase in behind. Now, can he take them on?
And that's broken up by the defender before the cross could come in. Javi Martinez. Thiago. Müller. Now Gnabry. Saw the pass coming and got there first.
Here's a chance to just stretch the opposition with a bit of width. Royce. Peace checks in the middle. Nodded back across goal. Back off the bar.
Axel Witsel. Throw in now. And the manager, Alan, is making this change here. Substitution will take place.
Wonderful to watch. He took those 2 goals superbly well.
Sancho.
Delaney. Diallo.
Threads it through. Beautiful goal.
Oh, talk about a dramatic appearance there from the substitute. Brilliant goal from him.
You have to be there to score it, and he ran in and got his reward, just couldn't miss.
No, it was the poacher's effort. The final finish wasn't difficult, but to get there, it took a little bit of instinct.
Prospect of even more goals. 4-2 is the score. Thomas Müller.
Süle. Goretzka.
Arjen Robben.
On to Müller. Arjen Robben.
Müller. Building steadily here, keeping possession. No support really up with the deliverer of the cross. It's a wasted ball into the box. Oh, that's good defending. Lewandowski can really get at the opposition here. He can cross it now. It's Kimmich. A return ball.
Goretzka.
Müller. Mario Götze.
Delaney.
Piszczek. David Alaba.
Still 20 minutes to go. On to Müller.
Joshua Kimmich. Robben.
Robert Lewandowski.
Müller. Coman! Coman! Bounced back off the post.
Throw in for Bayern Munich.
I think the woodwork's still shaking, Martin, from that effort a few seconds ago.
Müller. Arjen Robben. And the whistle has gone because the assistant flagged for offside.
Diallo. Larson.
Just read the intentions of the opposition there to make the interception. Well, maybe the counter-attack is on here. They don't want to give Robben too much time and space in these wider areas. Now Robben. Robben this time crosses it. Oh, really close, great technique there.
Oh, there's no finer sight than when you get that right. Unlucky.
Piszczek. Well, this is a class act, this fella.
Oh, he's loving it. He's enjoying every minute of this game. He's on the top of his form.
Robert Lewandowski. David Alaba. Read the play well to intercept.
Delaney. Goretzka.
Joshua Kimmich. Robert Lewandowski. Lewandowski. James Rodriguez. Coman. And that's good support as they build this attack. The shot's on! Superb save.
He shouldn't have had a chance at all with that. Oh, what about those reflexes? Brilliant. Well, they've created chance after chance. They need some ruthlessness now.
It's going to be a bad day at the office for Bayern Munich, it seems, as the clock ticks on.
Goretzka. Lewandowski. And here's the shot. Oh, charged down.
Bayern Munich given the throw.
Well, Alan, here's the substitution now.
Well, he's done his bit. He got the goal that put his team in the lead. Can they hold that lead?
Ian Robin. Cross for Kingsley Coman. Keeper not taking any chances, not wanting to catch that one. He's punched it away. Robin.
Building steadily here, keeping possession.
Goodness, they needed him then to clear that.
Thomas Müller.
An opponent around him, that's good screening of the football.
And there is some backup for him in this position.
Larson. Bit of space for him, now out on the wing. Looking for Royce. Defended well. On to Müller. It's Kimmich. Robin. Joshua Kimmich.
Thomas Müller.
Here is Rodriguez.
Hummels.
Lewandowski. James Rodriguez. And now the shot! Bayern have a corner now. Put the corner in the middle. Well, that's good defending.
And it takes a nick off the player, out for a throw.
Piszczek.
Axel Witsel.
Alcacer. Bit predictable with the passing and the opposition able to deal with that. Süle. Here's Kingsley Coman. Goretzka.
David Alaba.
Rodriguez.
Robert Lewandowski.
James Rodriguez. Maybe just kicked it a little bit there and pass goes straight to the opposition. Hummels. Good defensive clearance there. Wolf. Trying to keep the ball. Not anymore. James Rodriguez. Now with Robin. James Rodriguez. He's got his shot off now.
So this will be a corner for Bayern Munich.
Corner's taken. It's not really could get a goal back here. And he has done just that.
Oh, it's the late show. What a finish.
Well, for a fraction of a second, Alan, I thought he was going to keep it out. He did get a touch on the ball, the goalkeeper, but in it went.
Yeah, he's annoyed with himself there. He's his own harshest critic and he feels he should have done better.
Incredible game, one that we'll remember a long, long time with so many goals. And the referee brings it to a halt. Final thoughts, not a real post-mortem, Alan, but obviously disappointment is a key. and they've lost a game that they were desperate to win.
Yeah, there'll be a bit of an inquest, I think, because they didn't quite do themselves justice, so plenty of work on the training ground next week.
What a brilliant performance from this fella.
A really good day at the office for him. Grabs himself a couple in a win. Couldn't be much better.
And as for this fella, so frustrated you can tell to get 2 goals. He demands high standards of himself and his team. He achieved the standards, but his team didn't. Well, then it goes.
Wonderful technique to volley that in.
Well, some players can master that, others struggle, but this lad, well, his technique is perfect.
Gnabry with Thiago again. Robert Lewandowski! Time to get the ball in. Delivered into the box.
Great header, great goal.
Delaney. Diallo. Threads it through. Beautiful goal.
Oh, talk about a dramatic appearance there from the substitute. Brilliant goal from him.